Welcome, race fans. Tonight, Slide Jobs, a season round number 2, the Xfinity Series. I forgot to put the Xfinity up there, but they are not in the Cup cars. Of course, unfortunately, we missed last week due to some technical issues, but we are back here tonight doing a little bit of short track race in Richmond, presented by MaxSpeedTV. Of course, Joshua Medlock up here on call with you. Matt Hummel joining me for the first time here with MaxSpeedTV as well. Matt, of course, glad to have you, and first time up here with me, of course, but man, short track racing here tonight, and in a pretty good field, 30 drivers out here, bud. Go ahead.
Yeah, 30 cars out here tonight. Field looks absolutely amazing. Practice has been very well with some of these guys, and I can't wait to see these guys go 250 laps tonight.
Yeah, 250 laps is what we're going to be doing. We're going to go ahead and dive down here to those pre-race analytics here because, well, we've got about 7 minutes left to get into qualifying. And, of course, we got points to go down. Now, looking at that wind speed there at about 10, 9, 10, 11 miles an hour, kind of adjusting, I guess, depending on what side of the track you're on. Now, we got an air temp of 79, a track temp of 84. 250 laps, like Matt said. Now, that is going to equal out to about 187.5 miles. Now, I believe this is where we're going to get the most interesting factor here is, you know, those tires, you know, they get a total of 5 sets. That they start with, Matt, and 4 behind the wall. Now, if you average it out, it's about 50 laps. And, you know, if you go 50 laps, you're going to use up all your tires roughly. But fuel window here tonight, man, 70%, 74, 78 laps. So what do? Do you know, just hang out here and keep going for that fuel run, or do you go ahead and split it?
Well, you most likely want to be smart about your tires because, you know, you get a limited set, you get one on your car already, and then you also get 4 sets behind the wall. You know, I think we're going to see a lot of guys out here tonight do play it a little bit smart. Yeah, we might see a little hard racing up front, hard racing in the back, or anywhere, but we're going to see a lot of smart moves tonight just because, you know, anything can happen coming towards the end. And if I were one of these guys out here, you know, if the yellow comes out and we get a green-white checker, which I don't know if there are any green-white checkers, because this is my first time doing this broadcast, you know, I would be one of those guys to take one of those new sets of tires and save them for last.
Yeah, that is another thing I forgot to put up. There are green-white checkers. They only get 3 attempts, though. That is all they get. So, you know, you gotta have that in your mind at some point or another in the race, because if you do so happen to use up all 3, and you've used up all your tires, you're kind of a sitting duck, especially if you're up front.
Absolutely. That's why you have to be very smart about these little short track races, because anything can happen.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, now pit road speed is 40 miles an hour. We'll get more on that here in just a little bit. Pace speed here at Richmond Raceway is 50. Now, going back to that pit speed here, though, Matt, is, you know, on old tires, on low fuel, that pit road can be a dangerous place.
Absolutely. It's not only because, you know, it's how small the pit road is, but you also got to watch, you know, how much tire wear you use. Because if you come down pit road and you don't have any tire wear, you're going on for a ride. It's kind of exactly how it is when you're driving on the track on worn tires. Not only to mention that your pit stall is concrete, so there's a big difference there between asphalt and concrete for sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, there's a big difference between asphalt and concrete. There is that for sure. So they're definitely have that. Let's get down here to the point standings here tonight. I'm just going to run through as quickly as I possibly can, but we do have Cameron Hearn up at the top spot after winning it last week. We'll interview Cameron here in just a little bit because he did win last week, so we'll try to get him up here, but he is setting up at the top spot at 45 points. Got Noah Murray there in second at 42 behind Cameron. Darren Clement there in third at 41 points, 2 behind Noah and 4 behind the leader. Kyle Knapp Sr. there in fourth. Tied with William Martin, actually, with 40 points. Both of these gentlemen, 1 behind Darren and 5 behind the leader. Benjamin Lacey, there in 6th, 38 points, 2 behind William and 7 behind the leader. Bryson Clark in 7th at 37 points, 1 behind Benjamin, 8 behind the leader. John T. Wimbish in 8th, 36 points, 1 behind Bryson and 9 behind the leader. And we got a lot of 9, 10s, 11s here. Just so hang tight, folks. Justin Gann there in 9th at 35 points, 1 behind John and 10 behind the leader. Casey Hatch going to round out the top 10 of the point standings here tonight at 34 points. He is 1 behind Justin and 11 behind the leader. Get over here to Tommy Haynes, who is also actually tied with Casey there at 34 points. respectively, 1 behind Justin and 11 behind the leader, hanging out there tied for Casey at 10th. Kevin E. Bullock there in 12th at 33 points, 1 behind Tommy and Casey, 12 behind the leader. Brent Gusick, I said his last name correctly, here in 13th, just outside of the top 12. 31 points. He is 2 behind Kevin and 14 behind the leader. Corey Cook there in 14th, 30 points even, 1 behind Brett and 15 behind the leader. Jonathan Canfield running out the top 15 in the point standings, 29 behind Corey. Or 29 points, 1 behind Corey and 16 behind the leader. Christopher Bassinger there in 16th, 28 points, 1 behind Jonathan and 17 behind the leader. Dale Adamson there in 17th, 27 points, 1 behind Christopher and 18 behind the leader. Eric Garrison, we'll try to say that name 5 times fast. There in 18th, 26 points, 1 behind Dale and 19 behind the leader. Matthew Chastain there in 19, 25 points, 1 behind Eric and 20 behind the leader. Frank DiMaggio is going to round out the top 20, 10-20. 1 point behind Matthew, 21 behind the leader. But, you know, Matt, it's only 1 race down. You know, still got plenty more races to go. And these points throughout the season, man, they're going to change so much.
Absolutely, especially in these cars. These cars are a handful to drive. Not only because, you know, they're just the way the car is. It's the package. You got the, you know, the low downforce package, and of course, there's a big difference between, you know, the Cup car, the trucks, and these cars. Because the Cup cars, they have the high downforce package or the low horsepower one or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. The trucks, you know, they got less horsepower, just a normal package you would normally see every single year on the trucks. But these ones with the low downforce package, you got low drag, low downforce, hard to handle. You really got to drive these cars.
Oh yeah, definitely. These cars are not easy to drive. These should be actually the Cup cars. To be honest, Cup cars are so much easier to drive right now with the package they have, and especially the next-gen Cup cars. You know, I've drove around in those, and I gotta say those are fairly easy to drive, a lot easier than Xfinity. So I would put the Xfinity cars at the top list at the hardest to drive right now, and I'm sure.
Oh, most definitely. Just to compare these things with, you know, the Xfinity cars. I mean, we gotta look at the 1987 cars. Those things are a lot of fun to drive, especially these things.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Alrighty, folks. Well, we're coming down to about a minute left here in practice. We're gonna go ahead and step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Don't go anywhere, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
So proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying, of course, is underway. 10 minutes. They get 2 laps here. Right now, we've got Bryson Clark up at the top spot here tonight. You know, I love the turnout here tonight, Matt. You know, 31 drivers for Richmond. I almost called it Rockingham. But, you know, 31 drivers at a short track. I think we're going to see some bumping and banging here tonight.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And there's probably going to be a good chance that with this many drivers, there's going to be a lot of aggression, even though it's like only the second race of the season. You know, we're probably going to have a big track blockage, which I hope I don't see. You never want to wish that, but it's definitely going to be a good show. It's going to be a lot of short track action, bumping and banging, like you said. Even though this is one of my least favorite tracks to race on, I think we're going to have a pretty good race tonight.
Oh, yeah, me too. And I hope we do. You know, Slide Jobs have been struggling with drivers. You know, last season we struggled over here. And, you know, this season it looks like it's going to be a comeback. You know, it's a change, too, like I was talking about earlier, you know, from the Cup cars to the Xfinity cars. So, you know, maybe everybody just likes the Xfinity cars better. I don't know, but I'm glad to see this little turnout here. I really am. And no surprise there, the 67 goes up to the top spot here, backing up that practice time in that. I believe that's the Tabasco 67. Yes, it is. And I don't know if anybody's going to be able to catch Mr. Cameron Hearn with a 198, but you know, we still got 5 minutes left, man. I think anything is possible. Big question is, who else is going to come out and qualify?
Exactly, and there's only been 18 guys who have qualified, and Bryson Clark just put down a 22.277, you know, 0.079 seconds off. I mean, is anybody else going to beat him, like you said?
Let's see here. It looks like Tommy Haynes is out there on the track there in the number 7. Sharper look paint out there by him. I love that chromatic paint that they have on our racing. It just makes it look like it just pops, and that's awesome to see. Oh, Tommy getting loose. Well, that lap's not going to count.
Save.
Unfortunately, do that, your lap don't count because he spun it. Like he is just going to be behind the wall. I wonder if he can try it again, though. And doesn't look like he's going to. Right, well. What else do we have out here? Justin Burnham. Oh, now we've got coming down to less than 4 minutes. And we've got several drivers that have not came out yet. Up Steve Harris looks like might be coming out in the 96. Man, you got something for me?
Oh, right now he's just sitting on pit road. I wonder what I wonder what lap he's gonna drop. I mean, he's got a nice little super there, but I don't remember what his practice time was, if I can find it. It looks like he don't have one, so we're gonna sit here and watch him. He's the only one on track right now. I think a lot of these guys, they want to just hang out in the back tonight. You know, kind of see what happens and maybe come up with some type of strategy to work their way up to the front.
Oh yeah, definitely, and that, you know, that could, you know, be a big possibility too. You know, just kind of hang back, see what happens. You see that a lot on short.
Oh, he's sideways.
Yes,
he
is.
Or is he just warming up his tires?
Hey, it's another person that yells like I do. Good.
Oh man, he is sideways across the entire track. What kind of lap? A 23.249. That's going to be putting him in 19. Maybe that's just a little warm up, trying to get his tires warmed up.
I'm looking at it here, going back to last week's race, since unfortunately I missed it. Probably Cameron up. Lap's going to 9:20.
Not much of a difference there. Only 4,000 of a second difference.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get him up here. Coming down to about 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Let me see if I can find him here. All right, there he is. All right, Cameron Herrenberg, got a copy?
I got you.
All right. Well, it looks like you are going to probably more than likely come away with the pole here tonight. But before we get to that, man, congratulations on the opening win last week, man. So, kind of talk about that race real quick. And then, of course, getting into tonight, short track racing.
Yeah, last week was a lot of green flag runs. I don't think we're gonna have it tonight. Tonight the track's real loose. On fresh tires, I can only imagine how it's gonna be on some older tires. I think whoever can keep the right rear underneath the car on a long run, because eventually we're gonna get some long runs. I think that's gonna be the person to beat. So you kind of have to pace yourself.
That looks like we've got, William out there going to be putting in the lap. Now, you put in that 21.98. How hard is it to, get a lap like that here?
It's it's pretty hard. I was sideways coming off both corners. Obviously, in the race, I think the race pace off the get go probably a tenth or two at least slower. There's no way you can run that hard in the race and make it more than 30, 40 laps.
All righty, buddy. We're going to let you get back to it, man, under a minute to go before we get on grid. Congratulations. Matt, do you have anything for Cameron Hearn?
I don't, but I do want to know how your car is handling out there when, what's your strategy for tonight going into the second race after becoming, the race winner of last week? I know you're going to be trying to go for 2 in a row. So what's your strategy tonight? I mean, you have, 5 sets of tires. The first set's on right now. And, you get 74 to 78 laps of fuel each run. Kind of tell us, what's going through your head right now as we enter into this race.
Yeah, definitely track position's key, staying up front. I think we're gonna have some early cautions. I probably won't be pitting. I think it's more important early on to stay out front and out of a lot of the trouble. So my goal is to stay around the top 5 as long as I can throughout the race, and then kind of put some laps on the tires before I take some tires. So just trying to, run it a good bit until I actually need to come in for fuel is probably my plan first run.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, that's what I was saying too, kind of like save your tires for the end. And well, all I can really say is, good luck tonight. Go for that 2 in a row, and we'll see you afterwards.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yep. Good luck, Cameron.
Thanks, Josh.
Yep. All right, Cameron Hearn. All righty, folks. Well, let's get him down here on the MaxSpeedTV starting grid here tonight. Cameron Hearn grabbing the pole with a 22.198. Congratulations to Cameron. Bryson Clark going to be on the outside of him in second. Davey Hendricks in third. Kyle Knapp in fourth. Corey Cook in fifth. AC Hatch there in sixth. Christopher Bassinger there in seventh. Crank Bell in eighth. Christopher Dean ninth. And John T. Wimbish going to round out the top 10. Matt?
Well, you got Justin Gann. I think that's how you pronounce it. Justin Gann.
Yep.
And 11th. Cal Storm starting 12th tonight. You got Nick Hunt in the 101 and Kevin Bullock starting in row 7. Row 8, you got William Martin and Ben McMicken. Starting on the inside, outside. I don't remember what I'm looking at now. It's kind of confusing up here. Row 9, you got Daryl Clement and Thomas Fensler in 18th. Row 10 and 19th is Justin Burham. And 20th is Steve Harris. Row 11, then row 11, you got Frank DiMaggio and Tommy Haynes. Ben Lacey and Paul Turner in row 12. Row 13, Cole Gray and Brian Abbott. And I believe row 14, Robert Lukens and Keith Haney. Row 15, you got Anthony Marshall, James Haney. And lastly, you got Josh Mitchell start in 34th and row 16. Josh?
Up rounding out the field here, riding shotgun. Now we're waiting here for the final countdown, I guess you could say, here in iRacing red. It looks like all right, everybody's putting it in gear, so we should be getting rolling off here. Now they're going to get 2 laps here tonight. Now looks like we've got Canfield out there. Here we've got whoopsie, hopefully I said your name right, Michaela Rice, that 81 out there. And of course, big shout out to Jonathan Canfield out there for thank you for your service, bud. You got to do what you got to do. I know you're not here, but glad to see you in chat. Thank you for your service, and thank all our military out there as well for everything that they do. Free. Keep us, doing what we're doing. Without them, well, we wouldn't be able to do this either. So big shout out to them. Yeah, man, look at that. Golly, man, I love this field. I mean, a good size field.
Oh yeah, the sunset's going down, the lights are out. Josh, take it away.
Well, I will as soon as we go around here one more time.
Oh wait, that's my fault. You know what? I'm so used to the one lap thing that it's unbelievable.
Anything under a mile, they.
While we got one more lap. Who do you got going for tonight?
Well, you know, I have to go with our pole sitter. You know, just because of last week's win, I got to think he's going to go back to back. I'm going to have to go with Cameron Hearn.
Oh yeah, I think, you know what? I think those two front runners are definitely going to be duking it out for the rest of the race, but I think we're going to have someone coming from the middle of the field to win this thing. I don't know who, but it's going to be someone.
I don't know either, but here we go. Down into 3 here tonight. Pull those belts tight. One more time. Waiting on that pace car to dive off. There it goes. Cameron is in control. Waiting on the green flag here out of turn number 4 onto the front stretch. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Racing here tonight at Richmond.
Good start for that 67 of Cameron Hearn. He's going to try to get an advantage on number 73. First 3 pull away, and then side by side, 4th on back.
Yes, they are, and that's what you're probably going to end up seeing is a lot of side by side. Gotta get some heat built up in these tires, though. Hey, you don't want to push it.
No, you don't. All right, good action going on right now, that's for sure. A lot of single file.
Whoa, 77. In Vicky. Out locking it up there.
Onto the wall on the back straightaway. Hitter 4. Or hitter 3. They got it all caught up. He's on the high side. I don't know who that is.
The 5 of Chris Dean. The 11 of Christopher Bainsinger.
Yep, the 11.
Yeah, oh, really close here. Dang near 3 wide here. Are we going to go 3 wide? Boy, do not. Here we go.
He's in the wall again.
Oh, we got that code and 3 wide action. Oh no, 56 around.
Don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him. Wow, good job by everybody by missing him.
Yeah, but our first caution of the evening here tonight. Well, let's take a look at it here. All right, 40 seconds back. That'll be good. That'll be good enough to take a look at what happened. Got a bit of action going on up there. That 3 wide and 30 almost got into the 11.
So what happened was he kind of he got turned by the 77. Him and then 77 came down. That's what happened. The 77 went down and he just got him right there.
Yep, right there it was. You've seen the action there between the 11 and the 56 as well. And right there, the 77 right into that left rear of the 56. 56
oh my goodness, you need to go back and see that green car.
32, 82, almost got a piece of that. Man, I got to say, these drivers getting around that 56. Man, I don't know how they did it, boy.
Brian was so close.
I would have probably ended up T-boning him, to be honest.
That was very close. Wow, he did a good job making it through there.
Yes. All right, well, we've already got some pit people coming down. Already got some drivers coming down pit road. William Martin, Paul Turner down pit road, Robert Lukens, Anthony Marshall, Frank DiMaggio, John did come down as well. However, he is already going to be back out onto the racetrack here. That is going to bring us back up to Cameron Hearn and Bryson Clark there. Basically, we were just going to start right where they started here. Nothing's going to change between these two.
I think a lot of those guys came down pit road to kind of, maybe this is where we're starting to see the strategy at. See guys come down pit road, top off, just because, why not, Maybe they're going to try to make a longer fuel run, maybe go an extra, a few laps. Oh. And of course, maybe just to hang on the back. Because, look at the start that we just had. That was, whoa. That was definitely a good start, and now we're getting ready to see another one here in the next couple laps.
Yeah, I believe when they get the time by, it's probably, and it's so hard to get interviews and cautions, at short tracks because, they go back green so quickly by the time they make their pit stops. We do replay. Well, it's already one to go. So, I believe it's going to go this time by Dopa out there. Well, they're got that first caution out of the way. Now let's see if we can get maybe a 50-60 a lap green flag run here, Matt. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it for sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and get us going one more time, and next time by, I'll let Matt get us going here. Now they don't do any stages. It is straight up a racing. You get damage, you got to get it fixed. If you get too much damage, well, you try to get it fixed or park it. You know, that'd be totally up to the drivers out there. But we'll do it one more time here, folks. Had that early caution. Pace car's off and away, and here we go. Cameron is going to be on the loud pedaling. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're back underway here tonight. That is the last time I'm doing that.
Cameron got a great start there.
Now
here comes Bryson on the high side.
Oh.
And he's bounced off the wall.
Somebody's loose back here. Who is that? That was 18. Kyle Storm. Here comes Darren Clement back here to the inside of Nick Hunt. Darren up to 12. Nick falling back to 13th after starting 13th. Kind of checking out the middle of the pack here. What I'm doing. Try to give everybody at least some air. Sometimes it's a little more difficult.
Yeah, most definitely. The 18 is driving the heck out of it. Now 11, he's dropping back a little bit. That damage shouldn't be, shouldn't be causing him too much issues, but he's dropped back a little. Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh! Everybody trying to get around him.
There with 81.
They did. 81-17.
He was having a hard time driving that thing.
Tommy Haynes got around. Justin Turnham got around. Everybody got around him okay. Here comes the 88 of Cole Gray. William Martin trying to get around as well. Anthony Marshall. So everybody's trying to get around. All right, we got some action going on up towards the front here. Outside of the top 10. Christine there in the 5, and Darren Clement there in the 2. Action was on behind them too. The one of Nick Hunt. 82 of it's 82 on the car, but it's supposed to be. I got 150 of Brian Abbott.
I'll tell you what, Cal D, he just gave the 32 a nice little bump. Got loose and he's in the wall almost. Good save by him.
Hi, Christine.
It gives room for the 18 to go by over in turn 4.
And
he's sideways again in the
grass.
grass.
Sideways. There is no caution as of yet. Off into the grass
good
here.
Good save.
Yeah, kept it off that wall. That is what you got to do. But man, those tires, they're going to be angry, Matt.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. It's going to take a couple laps for them to, kind of go up in temp. But once you get up in temp, you should be able to drive that one very well.
And you got to knock off that grass and all that ducky stuff from hitting the grass. You got to get all that off there. Back up here to the 75. That's going to be Thomas Fensler. Outside of, I believe that is Evan of Ben Lacey. Now that is Benjamin Lacey, by the way. Right now it's Ben Lacey. And some side by side, you just really got to watch that outside wall, man. That outside wall, if you're up high, it can grab you, and when it grabs you, it does not like to let go.
Oh, that's for sure. Especially when you're racing at Talladega, you get in that wall, you can't get off that wall. When you're in the IndyCar, you touch that wall, it's hard to get off that wall.
Back here with Craig, we got William Martin just kind of go what we've got going on, and really not seeing much right now. Maybe if drivers trying to go side by side, get a found that there in 4th. up a spot from where he started in fifth. Kyle Knapp back a spot, so these two kind of just trading spots here, but Kyle's still giving that pressure on course. That's about what we got. Ooh, Justin Can. I see that back end there, kind of get a, you know, swirly there.
Right, once these tires wore out, we're going to see a lot of guys trying to drive it, maybe have some lose control of it. But once the tires are worn out, that's when I think we're going to see a lot more action.
Oh, yeah,
Right
definitely.
Right now, Cam, he's got himself a pretty good lead at over about 1.866 seconds.
Yeah, 1.9.
Oh no, 1.9 now. He's cruising right now. I think Bryson, he's just, you know, on a little drive right now. But once you get towards Davey, Corey, Kyle, and Frank, that's when those guys are battling out a little bit.
Yeah,
42 trying to get on him.
Neck and neck up. Was watching back here. Kyle's like he out on me. Back, so we got Nick Hunt, we've got Thomas Finn, Justin Burnham, and then right here's where we got some action with Ray as well. Via Martinez back here at about 17, 18, 19. Action going on back here.
Oh yeah. The 88's working at high side above the 81.
Yep.
I don't know if the high side's definitely the place to be.
I don't know, somebody.
Oh, here we go.
Spoken.
We got a big truck
Brian
up there.
Abbott?
I wonder what happened with Brian. It's almost like he got. That's what happened. He got tagged by the 7, entering 1.
All right, well, let's take a look at MaxSpeedTV replay here. Kind of see. Tagged by the 7. All right, yep, we're right here on the MaxSpeedTV replay here tonight. We'll see, you know, kind of what happened out of now. Breaking point. You haven't talked about braking. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looked like either contact or net coating. No caution, though, which is surprising because he was sideways. But good save by the 82. And, you know, now we're going to go ahead and get into that braking issue. Everybody has a different braking point, and we kind of seen it right there.
I think a lot of these guys, they're just missing it. I mean, there's a certain braking point around here. Usually, like when I brake, I don't know if this is what everybody else does, but there's you got the little caution light right there over in turn 1, right before you enter it. That's where I usually make my braking point. I don't know if some guys are missing it or, you know, the brake bias is up too much to where it's getting the car loose, or, you know, it could be anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it could be that they're used to braking, you know, a little bit past that or a little bit before that too. You know, like I said, everybody has their, you know, their different braking. You've got to brake at least here. You cannot just let off the gas. Oh, the 101 is around. We got another caution. Nick Hunt.
Everybody misses him. Oh, we'll look at the replay, and it looks like, oh, there it was. Same thing that happened to the 7.
Oh, no.
88 just turned him, and a little quick 360 spin, and off he goes.
I had a feeling we was going to see, you know, action. You know, short track racing, if you go 250 laps, green flag, you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. You're just riding. And right there it is.
Just a little bump, that's all it was.
And that you know, that's all it takes is just the slightest bit of bump. And the 101 goes around, and I'm sure the 88, you know, feels bad because, you know, you bring out another caution. But, you know, 101 kept it off the wall. Everybody kept it out of him. He kept it out of everybody else. So, I think Nick Hunt will be okay. Glad to see Nick out here. And, boy, we got several drivers now coming down pit road here as we go back up live. Corey down. Kyle Knapp is down. Like Justin Gann is going to out. Several drivers here coming down as well, and everybody's kind of hard.
A lot of these guys are coming in to use their first set of tires. I'm very surprised. Only 30 laps in, we have the 61 just came down pit road, and he just used his first set of tires.
Corey Cook, it looks like Kyle Knapp did too, an 18.0 stop. Ben Lacey at a 14 even. William Martin at a 14.7. I mean, yeah, a lot of drivers did that. Would you use a set this early?
I wouldn't, but I think we should talk to one of the drivers and kind of see, you know, what kind of strategy they're on.
All right, well, how about we go ahead and get, I can find him and have a chit chat here with Kyle Knapp here. Kyle, bud, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we noticed you coming down pit road there, and you had an 18 even second stop. What are you seeing out here? Looks like you did take some tires.
Actually, I just fueled up and fixed a little bit of damage. I got the wall off of 2 a little bit. Cars are really tight off of 2, but it's pretty fun. It's going to be interesting. If we go green here, it might be a little bit of fun right here.
Oh, okay. So you didn't take tires. It was just damage fixed and.
Yes, sir. Yeah, trying to get a little bit off strategy compared to Cameron because he's going to be the class of the field by the looks of it. But if we stay green, this might get interesting.
All righty. Well, Matt, you know, you got anything for Kyle Knapp here in that 42 right now, setting? I'm seeing going 23rd.
Yeah.
You talked about, you know, your car's tight. You know, with 30 laps in, you know, you figure with, you know, the tire wear would make these cars a little bit loose. You know, are you feeling your car step out at all, or, you know, like when you use your braking, is your car stepping out, or is it just going up the track? And what are you feeling out there?
Yeah, if you don't hit your marks, you're definitely going to be sliding up on an entry and middle, and then exit. You got to have an egg underneath the gas pedal. Either that, or you're going to be stepping out, spinning out, or hitting the wall.
Well, your car is looking very good out there tonight. We're going to let you go back down since we're getting ready to come back to green. Good luck out there, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm starting in the back. I got a speeding penalty.
Oh, snap. Oh, all right, Kyle. Good luck, bud.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, well, that is Kyle Knapp here tonight. Back up front, Cameron Hearn. I'm going to turn it over to Matt Hummel here tonight. Matt, get us going.
All right, Cameron Hearn and Bryson Clark still up there in the front row. You got David and Crank Bell up there in the second row. Pace car entering pit road as they're entering the restart zone, and Cameron gets a really good jump there. Car a little sideways. Good even start as they're all entering the turn 1. Cameron, nice running through the bottom line.
Oh.
Side by side, second place.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Oh man, what a shot from above. Side by side, coming off the 4. Everybody looking very clean.
All right. While you're looking at that, I'm going back to the field here, bud. We got some side by side, a lot of side by side back here. Why is everybody blinking out on me? Everybody blinked out and then they came back. I don't know if it's iRacing or it's me. I don't know if, Matt, are you having that issue?
I had a problem with one of the cars earlier, but I'm not having any issue now.
Huh.
Man, tight side by side racing over 1. Man, they're all locked up like it's a pace lap. Look at that.
Yeah, they're all right here together, and we gonna see some 3 wide. No! Oh no! Now Anthony Marshall was back here too. I don't know exactly where that caution came out because Anthony Marshall was involved in something behind him, behind what we saw there live.
So what happened was, here, let me find the 81. I can't find him, my man. So
81, that's Justin Burnham, yeah.
Yeah, so what happened was the 77 got tight, I would say, or did he get loose and came up to the 7? And then the 7 just came up, got him, and he came to a complete stop.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and then he gets clobbered by 11, and then as soon as he's getting ready to take off, here comes the 36 and just hits him from behind. I don't know what happened with him.
Oh, right there it was. Yeah, we see the 7, the 81, the 77. You see the contact there between the 77 and the 7. So, lucky number 777 there. I hate it for the drivers, and of course the 81 is. The 1 got a piece of that action here too, but yeah, the 36. 36 glitched into the 81, but he also caught that outside wall too. So, Anthony Marshall. So I don't know.
I don't know if he came down pit road or not. I think he stayed out on track. He don't have. He's missing the front end. That's about it. But
Anthony did not come down. He's still been out here at about 8 laps. He did not. Well, it looks like he is going to come down now as we was, we're on him talking about him. Here comes the 11 of Christopher Basinger there too. Down pit road. It looks like we've got more. Josh Mitchell down. William Martin is back down pit road. Frank DiMaggio. Got him. I've got him came down twice, but I don't have him in pits. I don't exactly. That might be an ATV. I don't know what it is.
Well, Anthony Marshall, he's leaving his pit stall now, so he might not have that much optional damage. But 7, he's on pit road. He's been sitting there for a little bit. He's gonna be going 2 laps down. Justin, his night might be done.
Justin Burnham is on the road, yeah. Well, we'll see. He's only been on his in his pit box there about a minute and a half. Ben Lacey's about coming up on about a minute 50. I guess we'll see if these drivers decide to come back out if they can. I mean, I'm sure they can, depending on what type of damage they have.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the replay. I'm kind of trying to figure out, what if the 77 didn't get like a little jumpy or something about something, but it almost looked like the 7, he did go on 2 wheels twice, maybe 3 times, and I don't know if that right front damage just caused them to maybe get out of the race.
Well, the toe too, it could have knocked out the toe so much that it gave him a meatball.
Oh yeah.
That meatball flag, if you come down pit road with a meatball, you've got to do. It's gonna, that's required repairs. So it could have gave him a meatball flag.
Yeah, most definitely. It's we're coming back to green now, it looks like, and let's see what kind of good restart the 67 gets here.
All right, here we go. Pace car's off and away. Cameron is in control. He's back on the loud pedal. Here we go. Lap 42 here tonight. Side by side behind him already. Davey Hendricks there to 54. Pricing Clark there in that number 74 on the outside. The 13 of Crank Bell cranking it up here. No, we're not cranking it up yet, but that is Crank Bell. So Crank Bell's cranking it up here, Matt. So trying to get something going here early on in the season.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He's sitting there in 4th right now, watching his 2 up ahead of him battle it out. Hopefully a little mistake happens so that way he can go ahead and take 2nd place.
That's what he's watching here for sure. Oh, the 73! Oh, no, Bryson Clark!
No caution for that. Wow.
Whoa, no caution. We're going to go back and take a look at it here on the MaxSpeedTV replay. I am shocked that that was not a caution.
I think I might have called it too early. I think I might have said something about, hoping something doesn't happen up here, and it sure did happen.
It sure did.
Good job by everybody who missed him, though. That is
definitely.
amazing.
Oh, well, let's see here kind of what happened here, too. The 73, 54, side by side. Now we're still under that replay.
Oh, trouble already. 13 in the wall.
Oh, trouble as well. 13 of Crank Bell in the ball. All right, well, we watched what happened there. Now, let's see here if we can get another here of Crank Bell the having a crank now. I've got him. He was running behind the 54 of Davey Hendricks. I'm on the replay again, Matt. So I think we're going to be doing a lot of replays here tonight, is what I'm seeing.
Oh yeah, most definitely, especially with this little short track.
Yeah, just trying to figure out kind of what happened to everybody. And right there, we see that 13 into the wall. He does. Oh, now we've got a caution.
What on earth happened?
That would be Nick Hunt.
Oh no!
So let's.
The 36 and the 36 is involved again.
All right, well, let's get back here to the 101. Another MaxSpeedTV replay. That's 3 in a row, and that is the first time I have ever done that. To be honest.
So they're on the front stretch, and the 42 comes up behind them, gives them another bump, gives the 101 a bump. See, I feel like that's where all these yellows are going to be like. We're just going to see them, a little bump and spin. And, of course, the 36, he locks at the front end, gets into the 101 just a little bit, and we have another 2-car incident.
Now, from what I'm seeing here, now this is just my point of view, and this is why I like being a broadcaster, because I can go with my point of view. It looked like a little bit of net code. Now, there could have been some slight contact there, but, I'm seeing here with that 42 and the 101, 101 is up there, and then the 42 comes down, and
yep, just right there a little bit. You are right. There was a little bit in that code.
There's a gap there. I that would have to be some net code there. That's the way I would call it. However, that is going to spin the 101 around here. So, hard lick into the wall there by Nick Hunt, and there's the 36 as well, and net code again because the 101 moves before the 36 even gets up there.
Man, that's unfortunate. I mean, these little. I think a lot of these guys are taking bump and runs a little bit too hard.
I know iRacing has had a lot of net coding issues. I don't know if it's, due to the server or, what. I don't know if it's internet connections to the server, but I do know they have had some issues with netcode, especially with the next gen Cup cars. There's a lot of netcoding that happens with.
I think that's because the car's not fully developed.
Yeah, and that could be true too, from what I've heard. That could be true. David Lowry out there. Go, J. Crank Bell. Well, Crank Bell. See here. Well, he's right there hanging out there in that 5th spot. Him, that number 13. He's hanging out, trying to do his thing here. Lap 51 of 250. We still have 200 laps to go.
We should probably get a race summary here because I don't know how many cautions we have already.
Well, race summary here. 50 laps into it, 4 cautions already for 19 laps, 200 laps to go, and no lead changes because Cameron has been up front this whole time.
Well, he's definitely doing a very good job, that's for sure.
And, of course, on the mics here tonight, myself, Joshua Medlock with MaxSpeedTV, and Matt Hummel joining here with MaxSpeed. So, of course, glad to have Matt joining us as a team here. So, Matt, glad to have you. Glad to have you up here as well. So, now you're kind of like me, man. You yell, you get excited. I think it's going to work out.
Well, my goal whenever I do broadcasting is always try to bring excitement to the race. I'm going to use Fox as an example. There's not that much excitement in there. But we'll talk about that on the next show as we're going green right now.
All right, well, here we go. Cameron already back on the loud pedal, and there's the green. All right, I did that twice in a row here. Time is going to be, the next 2 times is going to be Matt going to get us good. That kind of went rather quickly. 17, 14, 13, really tight there. And I want to see some 3 wide And we're gonna see some wide. That, I mean, some 3-wide action. That's what I want. But I want him to save it.
Ah, shoot. I have an iRacing issue. I love this.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Again. No. 42 around. We've got a caution. Kyle Knapp in this mix. There's another driver in that, too. Another caution here tonight. Good. Well, Jonathan, we'd love to have you up here. I know TeamSpeak, I know it's a one-time fee, but, it, you know, I know, oh, right there, the 5 got into the... Oh, he was it. Oh, the 18 right there, smacking the outside wall. 55, that's who was involved. Got a piece of that, and the 42. 55 got a piece of the 42, and right here, 42 goes around, and then the 4 Grave Digger of Turner goes to the inside, smacks that inside wall. He's going to have some damage on his machine. Well, not what you want to see. However, Justin Gann, staying out here. Our new leader here tonight, Cameron Hearn. It does look like it come down pit road. Yes, he does. He's off and away. All right, you back?
I'm loading right back in, but I'm watching your end too.
Oh, okay. All right. You know, Jonathan Canfield. Yeah, I know. There's about a 1 to 2 second delay. I've got mine on the highest you can go without having a delay, so to speak. Something that I decided that I think needed to be done. That way, when I say something, by the time you guys see it, you guys are already commenting at. I hate 10, 15-second delays. I hate those. So that's kind of what we done. Now, pace car lights are still on, and Matt is trying to get back in. And I
am back.
And he is back. All right. Well, that is going to bring the 5th caution out here tonight. Man, I knew it would be a short track racing. And, you know, 5 caution, you know, 250 laps doesn't seem like a whole lot. But look at it. Had 22 laps. Well, make it 20 as it updates. You know, you got to get some green flag runs in. Got to.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think, you know, with a lot of these bump and runs, you know, these guys are just losing it. It's not like, you know, you give a bump and, you know, it's a hard bump. You know, there's a couple hard bumps we've seen. But I think these guys are just losing it a little bit, and, you know, they're just getting sideways. It's only a single car spin, so that's the crazy thing. You know, we've seen a couple 2-car incidents, 3-car incidents, but a lot of these have only been, you know, 360 spins, and then, you know, here we go, pace laps.
Yep, 360 spins, and got, you know, a bit of net coating, or some net coating. You haven't really seen the big one. Now, that is, you don't want to see the big one. Because here at a short track, when it's the big one, it's a big one.
especially on the backstretch, that's for sure.
Yeah, it could be a big one. Jonathan, I'd love to have you up here, but I can't run TeamSpeak and Discord. It doesn't work out too good, so, you know, I don't know. I think there's a conflict. I don't know, but Matt, we're coming down in the first bud. Get us going.
All right, pace car lights are off. Pace car's coming in this time. Coming into the restart zone. The 30 car chooses the outside line. This is something different. Inside our restart zone, green flags back out, and we're back underway here at Richmond. Oh, there's a little bit of side-by-side contact right there coming off of 2. Oh, trouble on the back again. Here we go. 101 to the wall hard.
2 cars again. Crank Bell And the 101, I believe that was, of Nick Hunt. Oh!
Man, that is unfortunate for there. Crank he was doing pretty well. The 101 involved in an accident again. And it almost looks like the 13 just came down.
All right, well, let's see it here. You know, we call it like we see it, so let's go ahead and kind of do that. Let's see here kind of on the what max speed is. I can slow it down. Now, you got the 101 to the inside, the 13 on the outside. Looks like, oh, the 5 scraped the wall there. And the 13 was trying to get around him. You can see the sparks from the 5. And right there it was. And, oh, a hard lick there with the 101 of Nick Hunt into that inside wall. Frank Bell taking a lick there, too. Ouch.
Josh, do you think the 13 got loose there, or was he trying to go down to maybe avoid the 5 in the wall?
I think he was trying to avoid the 5 into the wall. I really do.
So maybe, let's see if we can go back and look at Crank's view.
I can't go back that far now, so you go ahead and look at it.
I'm gonna go back and look at that.
Now, I know the 5 hit the wall. I seen the sparks there, so I think he might have been trying to dodge it.
See, he would have had enough room to go on the inside, but I think he might have gotten loose, or either the 101 came up. It's hard telling because they just meet in the middle, kind of when they come off the corner, and then they just touch and go on the inside wall. But man, such a disappointment for the 101. He was coming back, and then the 13 got involved. The 13 seems to be okay. The 101, it looks like he might be out of the race for tonight, unless he's still out there. Nope, he's on pit road.
Now, Crank Bell is coming out right now. Nick Hunt still on pit road. Christine has just taken his car behind the wall here tonight. He is done.
Well, maybe we should get a good view or an interview with, who was it? The 13 to kind of get his point of view of it.
The inner drivers, that wasn't. So, I mean, if you want to enter him, I mean, I'd be
more happy to.
Well, his mic's muted, but there he is. Crank Bell, do you got a copy? Crank Bell, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Josh.
All right, Matt. Well, he's yours because yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Crank, this is Matt up here. So we're just looking at the incident between you and the 101, and we kind of want to get your point of view of what exactly happened there, because it almost looks like you were going down to kind of miss the 5 because he was in the wall. Tell us kind of what happened there.
Yeah, it was just my reaction. It looked like the 5 was just going to beat the wall down right in front of me. So I tried to take evasive action there to the left, and unfortunately somebody was below me. I mean, we were all piled up there. So it just didn't work out.
Well, that is unfortunate there, as you see I can't tell if you're a lap down or not, but it's unfortunate that you were involved in the second incident of the night. Hopefully your night gets better. We're going to send you back down as we're getting ready to go back green, and good luck out there.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Oh, good luck, Crank. All right, we'll get it back down there, and that's why. I mean, you could just feel the disappointment. I mean, just hear it in his voice. Before we get into that, we're coming down into turn 3. Matt, get us going again, man.
Alrighty, the 30 decides to choose the inside line this time. Pace car back on pit road, coming into the restart zone, and a good jump by the 30. Green flag back out. 30 getting a good start with the 61 passing almost to 77. Oh, one car was in the wall back there. I couldn't tell. I think it was the 9 car.
9 car, that would be Robert Lukens there. All right, well, let's go ahead and bring him up here tonight. I'm going to be talking to Jonathan Canfield, who unfortunately couldn't make it here tonight, doing some military duty. So, again, thank you, Jonathan, for what you're doing in the military, bud. But, you know, you've been watching the action. We got Robert Lukens getting a little loose out here, a little bit of 3-wide going on. Talk about it, man. I mean, short track racing.
Yeah, I mean, it's typical short track racing from what I'm seeing. Guys losing their patience sometimes. I think they're over-braking, over-driving their head. I'd love to see what happens if we could run maybe 20, 30 laps without a caution. It seems like every 10 laps we have an incident going on and there's a caution. But if they can go ahead and run it out here, I think it'll be pretty good.
You know, I want 90 laps here. You know, I want 90 laps green. I know they can't go that. You get what I'm saying, Jonathan. I mean, what do you expect here? I mean, we're lap 70 of 250. I mean, if they can get some green flag runs here, this race, it will go by fast.
Yeah, I think after last week we discussed this as the drivers, and I think Will brought up a good point. You just got to survive the beginning half of the race, and, you know, the guys that are going to wreck out, they'll wreck out. They'll either fix their damage and hang around, and some of them might leave, and when it comes down to long races like these at a short track, it's survival of the fittest, and eventually you're going to get a long green flag run out of this. At least we hope, anyway. I'm going to knock on wood right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and knock on that wood here tonight and, you know, hope for that. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Matt. You know, Matt, anything for Jonathan Canfield? I know he was there last week, but unfortunately can't make it this week. Jonathan or Matt, you know, go ahead, bud.
You know what, Jonathan? You know what? It's unfortunate you can't make it to the race tonight. You know, while you're sitting here and watching, of course, we got to thank you for your service. You know, you're active duty right now in the military, and we can't thank you more enough for everything you've done. While you're watching, I mean, we had 2 lead changes while you two were just talking. 73 took the lead, and now it's the 67 back out in the lead. You know, Jonathan, tell us, like, you know, how do you think this race will play out if, you know, the way it's looking right now?
Like I said, when we talked about it last week, I think it'll just be if we can get into the deep stages of the race, it'll eventually hit a long green flag run, and we're going to see the survival of the fittest, who's saving those tires, who's not using up those brakes, and who's got the quote-unquote, even though it's a fixed setup, the best setup in the car, because you do get that little bit of in-car stuff, your brake bias, you know, who has that set up to where they can actually make a long green run. Because I think as we get down into, like, lap 150 to the end of the stages here, it's going to come down to who has that long run speed.
Yeah, most definitely, especially with these cars, you know, the tires, you know, they can be harsh. With this, you know, I think it was this version 7, I believe, of this package, or this version 7 of the tire model. You know, how do you think, you know, with this version of the tire model compared to the last one, you know, what do you think the biggest difference is between them on, like, how the tire wear is? And because, you know, I know, like, you know, with a couple tire wears or the tire models that we have, you know, when you had fresh tires, you know, your tires were just boom, 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 you can go. But now when you're on new tires, you know, you gotta wait till they heat up before you can actually do anything.
Yeah, I mean, the new tire model, I think it brings a better competitive standpoint to it. They wear out fast too. You get that heat in them, it takes a lap or two to get the heat in them. But once you get the heat in them, if you're running as hard as you can, you're only getting 10 to 15 laps out of those tires on a good heat cycle. Then they start to wear out, and that's going to come down to how much did you push them in that 10 to 15 of getting them up to heat. I mean, I like what it brings. It basically puts it back in the driver's hand. You know, here is your tires. Here's what you have for wear. What can you do with it? And usually the guys that are really good, like I'm going to say Cameron is probably one of the best. He is real good at being fast, but saving enough tire to get through these races.
Exactly, especially, you know, the track temp, which we should probably take a look at that, because I have no idea how it is right now. But you know, the track temp's 83 degrees, so the tires shouldn't be, hurting that much since we're under night conditions. But if this was day conditions, the tires will be definitely hurt.
Yeah, these cars are definitely a lot more loose than any car that you're going to drive. The trucks and the Cup car don't compare. These cars get loose really easily, so it's easy to burn up that tire really fast.
Yeah, especially with this low downforce package. When you bring the Cup car here, and we're going to talk about the Gen 6 car, what can you compare to those two running a different package? Are you looking at like the horsepower differences or like the way the car handles? Kind of give me an idea of like, how those two low downforce packages compare. Compared to like, if they're running the high downforce package, or even like what package this car was running before they switched it to this low downforce package.
To me, the biggest difference is just like I said, how loose these cars actually do get. The Cup car, it seems like it has a lot more horsepower when you're just driving it, but the times don't show it. And I think it's just really easy to get in the gas too fast in these cars. And I used this quote before, but if you guys have ever seen like SpongeBob and the episode where you use the big toe to press the gas down, that's what I think of when I'm trying to get back in the gas on these cars. Because if you push it too fast, it'll light the rear tires up and it's around before you know it. And in the Cup car almost feels heavier, like you can get back in the throttle a little bit heavier.
Oh man, and now the SpongeBob quote comes into play. I love it.
All right, well, Jonathan Canfield, of course, glad to have you up here. I know you've got a job to do outside of what you joining us up here. Thank you again, bud, for your time joining us up here in the booth. We got still some action going on down here on the track. I've been kind of thumbing through here. We got some side-by-side, Jonathan, as you know. So we're going to let you get back to your duties as a military member, of course. Continue watching the race here tonight, of course. Like I said, a big shout out to Jonathan Canfield out here for us up here in the booth, and of course his military service. Jonathan, thank you again, bud, for everything we're doing.
Of course, man. I'll be hanging out here. Just give me a holler.
All righty, bud. All right, well, that is Jonathan Canfield, and and I hated to do that because I know, he's watching the stream, but we had some action, so I gotta kind of go back to the race here, kind of get back to that. Casey Hatch, right there in the 14, started 6. He's running right now again in 8th, and he's been battling it out here. Of course, you had Justin Gann, Brian Abbott there. I've got 82 car, but it's supposed to be 50. Tommy Haynes. We've had some side-by-side going. I think, I did the right thing, bringing us back to the racing. I think lap traffic factor.
I think it is too. The lap traffic's definitely coming into play now. That 70, I don't know how far back the 73 is now. He's about, there's a 3.3 second gap, 3.4 second gap between that 67 and 73.
I mean, it just keeps going up.
Yep, most definitely.
All right, Cameron Herm, Pricing, Clark, Davey Hendricks, Corey Cook, Ron Abbott rounding out the top 5 here tonight, and Cameron. Oh, he is definitely going to be coming upon some lap traffic here. Is that...
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we just heard someone blow an engine or something. I don't know.
What?
I'm on the 73's view, and I just heard someone blow an engine. I don't know who that was. I can't figure it out.
Cameron Hearn is going to be coming around the 7 right now. That is going to be Ben Lacey. The 11 right up ahead of the 67. That is to be Christopher Bassinger. around the 11 as well. So Anthony Marshall, right here's where we got company. 101 of Nick Hunt. I don't see anybody coming down pit road, so not entirely sure.
I'm not seeing anything either.
About a blown in. Josh Mitchell just went flat down there, and that's 28 as Cameron Hearn gets around him. So Cameron has his sight set on that 13 of Crank Bell, and I don't think Crank is going to fight him off too much. He knows Cameron Hearn is fast. Now, the 13, though, does have that right to be out there, and there he goes. Crank going to be on the outside. There goes the 7 around that 13. That's going to put Crank a lap down. So Robert Lukens is our last driver on the lead lap here tonight, currently running in that 18th spot. And you talked about that number 9 earlier before we went live here. A little bit of a throwback.
Well, Casey Kane throwback there, as you could say.
Yeah, well, still a little bit of a throwback, you know.
Car definitely looks good as a paint. That's for sure.
All right, well, Matt is hired here on MaxSpeedTV.
You don't have to say that yet.
Oh, you're hired. Oh, got a battle up here. Tommy Haynes in that 17, the 61 of Corey Cook. Corey Cook started 5th here. Tommy Haynes started 22nd and then 7th. Wow. What a
Good
run.
job for Tommy Haynes.
Yeah, what a run by Tommy.
That, I feel like that high line is definitely going to be a big play if you're right side by side. No, Josh, I got this. How about we do a little bit of crank it up
Well,
while we
I
got
got
the screen side
cockpit crank it up. That's all I do. Go cockpit and then crank it up. That's all I can do. So I don't have an actual crank it up cam here. How about we go ahead and do cockpit crank it up and start here, Matt, with Tommy Haynes here tonight. Let's crank it up cockpit here on MaxSpeedTV.
Oh, I love that idea. Oh, no.
Robert
Nine.
Lukens?
See what happened with the 9.
I believe that might be for that Budweiser 9 machine. Self-spin maybe, or as their contact. Gavin is coming up on him. The 96 right up ahead. Oh, self-spin. That's what it was, out of turn 4. Robert Lukens just going sideways.
Worn tires. That's all I can say. Good job keeping it off the... Giving a job on not going back up on the track.
Oh. Standing. Oh, I thought you was on watch. Oh, okay. I got you, Jonathan. Sorry, I'm Navy. I'm in. Thomas Fensler taking his car behind the wall here tonight and got self-spin there by that 9 of Robert Luke. Navy Hendricks here in that 54. Like he is gonna take a lap 51 on this end, lap of 107. The top 3 have yet to come down again. That's Navy Hendricks, Tommy Haynes, and Ray. So how about what? Tommy, got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, started 22nd here tonight. We're running in 2nd here right now. We still got a ways to go here, bud. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Just trying to keep my tires underneath me here and pick and choose when I put a bolter set on. Like I said, we ain't got, but we had 4 sets and then the one you started with. So trying to hold on to some maybe.
Are you going to be able to hang on to enough for maybe a 1, maybe 2 GWC attempt if he, get to that?
That's what my plan is here. I'm hoping. I should have pitted last time, but I stayed out with Davey here and see. I know Cameron's behind us and he's lightning fast. So see what happens here. Maybe we'll get a quick caution. We can dive on down and get us 4 fresh ones, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Tommy, we'll let you get back to it. Take a look down there, and we'll see what happens here, man. Coming to lap 109 this time.
Thank you there, bud.
Yep. All right, Tommy Haynes out there in that 17, man. I got to say, 22nd to 2nd, though. Man, that's amazing.
It's like lapping an entire field almost. Just kidding. You know what? We're coming to 1 degree. I'm sitting here looking at this 54 car, right? I'm just looking at his PC. I just want to eat candy.
That Starburst?
Starburst, yeah. You gotta love Starburst.
Well, I do, but, I got a bad tooth, and, sugar, bad tooth, don't help.
Man, no, I just want ice cold beer.
I got you. He's a kind of PG. All right, Matt. I'll go ahead and give it to you.
All right. Well, I love it when you give it to me. Pace car off of turn 4 into the pit. Green flags back out in the restart zone. The pit 4 gets a really good jump, and I don't know what happened there, but the 88 didn't get a really good restart. Here comes the 67 on the line. 17 kind of comes back down in front of the 67. Side by side right behind them. There comes a 30 on the high side. He's gonna make it work. He's gonna make it work. 3 wide up.
3 wide. We got bumping to bacon. Cameron Hearn there in that 67 was right there.
I tell you what, right?
3 wide behind them, folks. Oh my good lord. Here's that 3 wide, Matt.
Oh man, it is just chaotic.
Oh, we got bumping 32 right into the back. Well, 82 on the car, but that is actually Ryan Abbott on 50. We're going to have to work on that number.
That's very easy. That number on there, it's shiny.
Yeah, it is shiny for sure. Oh, Frank DiMaggio. I think he's trying to pull it down here. Might not like what he's seeing up there. Kind of pulling back the 18 of Kyle Storm, trying to storm his way back up through the top 12, top 10, possibly top 5, and maybe find his way to win here. tonight, but that damage there on that 18.
Oh, trouble on the back straight line.
Oh, no! Wow! Oh, my Lord! What did we just witness here tonight?
Oh, man. There's
Somebody
your big one.
looked like Jeff Bezos launching it off there. Sorry, I had to go there.
No, you're good. You're good. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
Gosh! The 56 of John T. Wimbish.
We gotta see what happened here. Trying to get a good view.
Yeah, I'm on a chase.
Oh, there it was. The 150 got loose, and he clipped him. That's all it was.
Oh,
and he
right.
just got stuck in the wall, up into the catch fence.
Oh,
man,
no.
he got
yeah,
multiple
right.
cars involved.
Oh, right there, and boy, John took off like a rocket here, and man, he just topsy-turvy, 360, 409,000 spin on the back stretch, and you know what? Something that I do here when something like that happens is we got to go cockpit. So, a little bit of disclaimer here. If you get motion sickness, do not watch this, because this is going to be a ride and a half by John T. Wimbish here. And we'll rewind it just a little bit. So let's go cockpit here, and I'm just going to go ahead and play it here. And yeah, he's gonna, man, he is gonna be, yeah, taking the worst lick there, and hits the ground and just flips, and then there is nothing you can do at that point.
You know what? After looking at this replay, we need to look at the 18's view. The 18 had a full body of that 56 in his mirror, and he slammed him too.
The 18, that would be Kyle Storm.
Wow, that was unbelievable. So we had 5 cars involved in that incident. The 24 was involved, the 77 was wrecked out, 150 was wrecked out, 96 he kind of net coded through. Man, that's unbelievable. That is our first big one of the night, ladies and gentlemen. First big one.
Yep, first big wreck. Now we're going to be on the 18 of Kyle Storm here tonight. And yeah, oh my good Lord. Wow, you could just see him take off there. Ouch. Oh. Well, out of turn 2, it looks like we have had some drivers come down pit road, others not. I believe they're going to get that one to go this time by, as we took a little bit longer to look at that replay, Matt. That was insane.
You know what? Right before that incident happened, who do we have in the lead? Was it Cameron out in the lead, and then all of a sudden the 30 and the 61 pass him?
Yep.
Woo, man. It's getting a little crazy out here tonight. 30 cars could be taking the high side now on the restart.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. I would imagine he would go to the inside. But then again, you know, as the leader, you're in control. So, you know, pace car goes off, all 4 tires below that line. If you get that jump, you can get to the side line and ahead of, well, you know, the 61 of Corey Cook. So, we'll see what Justin here does. Let's go ahead and get us going here tonight. And I gotta say, yeah, we've had some wrecks with track racing at its finest. Pace cars off and away. What is Justin gonna do? Out of turn number 4, he is gonna go ahead and launch it here. Up to that 61. That 61, you got the 32 on the outside, 73-14, and Cameron Hearn there in the 67. Justin is gonna drop it hot in front of that 60. Here we go again, folks. We are back underway here tonight.
Oh, here comes the 61 up to that 30 bumper. Here comes the 32 on the high side of passing her.
We got another caution. Oh, we
man.
just talked to him too, Tommy Haynes. Oh no.
Oh, and with the 9 car as well.
Yep, and I think that MaxSpeedTV jinx just hit again.
Oh, wow. Something happened with 18. They were side by side, passing the pit wall, and they met. Did the 17 come down on him?
18 there, I think the 18 below that yellow. Oh, I think they just met. Right,
I think that's what happened too. They just met right there.
18 was trying to get back on track. 17 was right there as well, and bland, they just met door to door. 17 goes around. 54 gets around. The 9 locks it down, but however is going to get into that 17.
Good job by the 54 missed him too.
17 is going to be off and away, but 17 of Tommy Haynes is on pit road here. Yep, same real estate, not enough room for the two of them. You got that right, Jonathan. Yep, and just going for the same spot, you know.
Well, the 17's on pit road right now. Maybe fixing up a little damage.
17 gonna be off and away, as you said. 18 still on pit road. Justin Gann up front here tonight. I don't think we've interviewed at 30, have we?
I don't think we have.
Alright, well, let's see. Now let's bring him up. Justin Gann, Bug, got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, it's been short track racing. I'll just say that. Talk about it. Coming from 11th to 1st, man, what do you got to do to hang on here tonight? We still got a little bit to go.
Yeah, I'm still just hoping on the right strategy. That's about all I could do, you know, survive these cautions coming out. But hopefully I can keep it up front and stay out of trouble. You know, that's the main thing here at Richmond.
Well, 125 is our halfway, and you guys are going to take now 124. So, I mean, you guys can't make it to the end. Definitely going to have to pit. So, I mean, how do you hang on to it? I mean, that's the biggest thing.
Just trying to stay ahead on pit strategy here. So we've got some fast guys with newer tires behind us. So hopefully we can keep them behind us. But that's about all you can hope for is the cautions fall at the right times and it works out in your favor.
All right, Justin. Well, Matt, anything for Justin Gann here tonight?
I do have one question. Justin, we see you with you being into, like, in the lead. We see you choosing, you know, the inside line sometimes on the restart, and then you choose the high line. We see you choose the high line on the last restart. You know, how's your car feeling, you know, choosing, like, one of each lane? Is it making anything different when you do it on start, or just tell us a little bit how it goes?
No, it's just working with teammates is all.
Ah. I like that idea.
All right,
well, we're going to go ahead and get you back down there. You guys are going back down green, so good luck out there, bud.
Good luck, Justin. All right, well, I guess kind of what happens here.
Working with teammates.
Yep.
At a short track.
Yep. I mean, it could work. Get us going, Matt.
All right, we're over in turn 4 right now. Pace car down pit road into the restart zone. Green flag is out, and that 61 did not go. Wow. 30 gets a good jump. Here comes the 32 on the outside. The 61. 61 gets a little bit of a jump. Coming in front. Oh, 73 sideways. Here comes the 67 right behind him. 14 on the outside. Here comes the 61 to the bumper of the 30. Get a little loose right there. 30 still maintains the lead after the restart. A little bit of side-by-side action there between 67 to 73. There are 2 front row starters still up here, so that's a good sign.
All right, well, yep. Watching that 67 here of Cameron Hearn with the 70 of Bryson Clark. Of course, Cameron Hearn, our post setter, and Bryson Clark, our outside post setter, I guess you would say, started on the outside of him. A lot of single file now going on. We got some action going on back here. I believe that is the 96 Harris, the 4. Paul Turner. Paul 5 laps down in that grave digger. 9:36, 7, 17, all right here together. We are over the halfway mark, so you know what, man? I think we're going to go ahead and try to do it one more time here. It's got to be cockpit, but what do you say we cockpit crank it up here tonight?
Go ahead and give it to me.
All right, crank it up again, cockpit style, on MaxSpeedTV. Alrighty, folks, we're going to switch it here. We're on there. We see the battle ahead of them, but let's get back here to Crank Bell in that number 13. up here in that third spot there. The 30 just again, right up ahead of it. Here we go again for the final time. Folks, hopefully everybody enjoyed to crank it up there. Cameron Hearn is up front, but we've been watching Justin Can and Bryson Clark here. Sorry, Bryson Clark here. That's going to be second and third, and Bryson has kept that pressure on that number 30 here. Last few laps. Now a little bit further back, Darren Clement there in that 32, Corey Cook in that fifth spot to 61, and we've been green for quite some time here. I don't see anybody really, coming down pit road, Matt, but I do know Cameron just got around that 11 of Christopher Bassinger, put him at lap down, so a little bit of lap traffic, but Cameron, I think right now Cameron might just go back to back.
I think so too. I mean, he's been consistent all night. He's had a little bit of ups and downs, but he worked his way back up to the, and he's got about a 4-second lead maybe on the half
actually.
Oh, I mean, look at him. I mean, he's just cruising along. I really do think he's gonna go back to back tonight. Plus, you're talking about pit stops. When are we gonna see those pit stops? We've seen the 4 car just go down pit road not that long ago, but I don't know if he's on the lead lap or not.
Paul Turner, no. He's on pit road now, and he is 8 laps down. So he's been on pit road at about, coming up on 50 seconds. Yeah, he's, like I said, he's 8 laps down. I mean, I think right now what we're seeing is what we're going to see. Now, could we have another caution? Yes, we could.
I really do believe we're going to have another one. One no, it's hard to tell.
Maybe one more. I think, there's a little bit spread out, though, right now. So, unless we get a self-spin or maybe a little bit of a tag, right now, really, I don't see anything. I'm watching that 30, the 73, the 11 right now. They're trying to come around that 11, and they are going to be able to do it. But it's that 30 and that 73 right now that I'm watching still really close together. And I'm not really seeing, got the Al Knapp and Corey Cook right here. Might have to watch the 5th and 6th. Casey Hatch, Cole Gray, Frank Bell, a little bit 5.27 seconds. Casey Hatch and Cole Gray. I mean, good speed. Good speed.
I think what's going to cause a lot of yellows though is, dealing with the lap traffic. We have 13 guys that are on the loop lap, and then only 3 cars that are a lap down. A lot of the guys, you see that are, 11 to plus more laps down. Those guys are out of the race because of incidents, but they're still going to be on track.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
We have
with the field spread out. I think we're going to see a lot of self spins and definitely a couple issues going down pit road maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. So now looks like Steve Harris there. He lapped down, so that's ahead of Josh Mitchell. Last car on the lead lap there in 12. Cameron Hearn not too far behind him. He's pretty much right there. I mean, if you're Josh Mitchell, got some damage, do you fight him or do you let him go?
Fight him. What are you not using that front bumper for?
Well, no. I mean, if you're Josh, do you fight the 67?
Oh.
Yeah, well, no, he's not going to fight him.
Well, here's the 67 right now, passing him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you if you're going a lap down, I mean, you might as well just let him by. I mean, look, the 9's coming up. Let him cruise. Let him cruise away. Look, the 67 has a 6.5, second lead. He's cruising along with the lap down.
Oh, the 9 is already 2 laps down. Yeah, 7 laps down there. Now that's going to put William Martin in that 37 Wolf machine. The last one on the lead lap. So we got 11 drivers on the lead lap. That's all we've got. But we have got 4 drivers, 1 lap down, and those drivers are fighting for the lucky dog if a caution comes out.
Here's the real question: how many of those lap guys are going to stay out just to get their win lap back?
Oh, I don't know.
I think if the yellow does come out, I don't know if they're gonna stay out. I really don't. I think they're gonna come in, get fresh tires and stuff, and then whoever's the 1 lap down, just fight it out. Fight it out for that lucky dog, and hoping that another yellow comes out.
Josh Mitchell there. Looks like Tommy Haynes has taken it by. Oh, he blinked out. My bad. So Tommy is still out here. There in that number 17. He blinked out on me. I thought he was behind the wall, but he's still out here. Drivers a lap down. 54 there right behind him. Maybe Hendricks. Maybe though running in the top 10. In that Starburst. Thank you there, Matt Hummer. I'll blame that on you here.
You're welcome.
So rewind here as they come around the 101. That didn't last long. That was still a lot of action. Oh, 11 and 54. Woo! For Bassinger, the 11 to 50. Oh, Davey Hendricks. All right, well, back up front. Cameron Hearn, 8.1 seconds ahead of, well, we were calling him Justin Gann. I gotta say, Cameron, what is up?
I want to know what he's doing. I really do.
Yeah.
I want to know what his secret is behind that wheel.
Well, he's been out here at about 52 laps. Everybody else about 61 plus. So,
I need to see this man's already.
It's pretty big. I'm assuming. Yeah. 9955.
Oh, no, the 9 spun! The 9 just spun in front of the 30.
Oh, Robert Lukens, and there's no caution. Okay. Let's go back here on the MaxSpeedTV replay and take a look.
Something happened. He was coming up on the old 9, or the 90, 96.
96, yeah.
And he just got loose. That's all it was.
Right, well, we're on that 9 Budweiser throwback first save. See here what happened to the 9 of Robert Lukens. There is no caution for. Oh, I think he locked him up to not get into the back of the 96 right there. Got sideways, got down into the grass, and on the grass, there's not going to be no caution. So, does get it back going, but ouch, that hurt. That is going to hurt Robert Lukens. We got Frank Bell, William Martin going battling here. That's going to be the 37 of William, Frank Bell in the 13. And the leader is right there with him of Cameron Hearn. So, one of these two drivers will probably go a lap down. Who's it going to be, the 37 or the 13?
Both.
You think both?
I think both.
You think both?
I think both.
Oh, Davey Hendricks not too far ahead of him there in the 54. So, all right, well, let's get back here to the 37 of William Martin and that 13 of Frank Bell. William starting there in 15, the 5 spot, still battling it with the 13. Here comes the 7 of Cameron Hearn. Who is going to go a lap down first? Oh, well, William got a little bit loose. Here goes that 60.
There's more loose.
Oh, they're fighting. They're not giving him an inch. Well, I don't know. Here goes Cameron down to the inside of the 13. That is going to put Frank Bell a lap down. 37. Staying midline on.
Oh, 13 is in the wall.
Yep, 13 is in the wall. There goes the 67 around that 37. That is going to put Davey Hendrick, last driver, on the lead lap. Williams just lap down. And if Cameron has anything to say about this, he's probably going to be able to catch Davey. But they still have to pit. So when do you come down pit road? I mean, 176 laps this time by. So when do you come down?
Well, you got 75 laps left in the race. I stay out a little bit longer. You know, go in, if you have enough to stay out on like lap 200, go without.
Oh, we've got bringing up those pre-race analytics here again tonight, Matt, for everybody just in our pit road here, about 78 laps. So, you know, if they pit now, they can make it on fuel. But it's higher. So, man, I gotta agree with you. You gotta stay out as long as you can at this track position.
I would go until like the end of your fuel run. That's what I would do.
Find it out. Just go for it. I would just go for it. I mean, what do you got to lose right now?
I mean, you really don't. I mean, you got almost a 10-second lead.
Davey Hendricks there. That's going to be our last driver on the lead lap there, but that's the Cameron Hearn is right behind him. And I don't know if Davey is going to give it to him. I think he's going to take that 67 of Cameron, get around him.
He's still running that low line. He's running the exact same line as Cameron.
Yes,
still
he is.
17.
Yep. Right up ahead of the 54 is the 7. Tommy Kane already 1 lap down. Time by lap 181. Alright, well, the poor boy. He is trying to hold off that 67 of Cameron Hearn. And he's doing the right thing. He's, you know, getting it down there, and he's holding that line. Cameron just can't seem to get up there to get around him. And I don't think Cameron's going to be able to do it on the outside. Got to do it on the inside.
He's got to. If he has to use that front bumper, he's going to have to use that front bumper. But I really don't think that 54 is going to let him by.
Yep, 54. Well, we talk about, of course,
getting close on him.
Yeah, well, the 54 dropped it low there. 67 backed off a little bit. Now the 67 is still right there. 8:55 Central, 9:55 Eastern time. Matt, you're on Eastern time, correct?
I am. I am.
So it's still early for me. Getting a little late for me. I don't, man, that 54 holding back, man. He is, I think he's mirror driving that 67. He knows that 67's, oh!
Oh, now he lets him by.
Yep, now he's going to go ahead and let him by. Maybe the 54 burning stuff up there. There goes the 54. 7 drivers now on the lead lap. That's going to put the Cole Gray there in that 88. And he's just a little bit ahead of Cameron Hearn. Oh, we got a caution.
Wow, that changed.
Casey Hatch. This is gonna change things.
Just a self-spin. That's all it was. Tire words went out, self-spun it.
All right, back here with 14. Got a little loosey out of 2. Got it saved. Kind of got it straightened up. Down into 3. Little freaking 4 out of turn number 4. Looks okay there across the right of the U.S. Army Steam Machine. Down into 1. And yeah, right there it was. Casey Hatch just going to go around 13, going to the outside, the 81 going to the inside, and stopping on the track. That is definitely, may got a caution here now, folks. Got another caution here, but Cameron Hearn is going to be down pit road here tonight. Justin Gann down, Bryson Clark down, like Kyle Knapp going to be down pit road, Darren Clement, Cook, Cole Gray down pit road. Alrighty, folks. Well, I think it's about time we go step away and play a quick commercial break. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Well, bit of a commercial break there, and I know we're not going to have anybody back up here on the camera there. And, of course, everybody hitted here. Everybody on. But pretty much the same strategy, at least the top 7 are. Laps or everybody in the top 7. Looking at about a stint there for lap. That'll be 8th. Probably. That's a baby Hendrick 8th. Our top 11, Steve Harris. But we are going to be getting going here tonight. Lap 191 of 50. Alright, well, here we go. I got us going the last time. Get us going, Matt.
All right, pitch car into pit road, 6-7 on the inside line as your leader. 73 on his rear end, green flag back on, and we're underway. A little side-by-side racing, entering 1 at 67, pulling away like he did on the green flag run. Here comes the 30 on the outside of the 73. Side-by-side, entering into 3.
Oh, we got another caution.
Oh, man.
Don't know what happened. Paul Turner. There it was. There. That number 4.
Oh, he just self-spun. Man, that's unfortunate. Gets into the inside wall. Good thing he don't have much damage, but wow, that was strange.
Got 14 going outside across the top there. Right there, now watching that from Paul Turner. That grave digger, yep, right there. Cold tires. Self-spin. And really, to be honest, I'm surprised. Yeah, a little bit of rear front damage there as he smacks the inside wall. But, you know, surprised that was a caution because there was only one driver there and there was not really a whole lot of traffic. So I'm not sure that was a caution other than him coming back on the racing surface. About the only thing I can think.
Well, I think it caused the yellow because that inside line is still part of the racing surface. The below the yellow line. If it wasn't the grass, then it'd be, well, I don't know, because, well, this ain't Kansas, so I mean,
no, it's
Kansas.
Richmond.
Either if you spin down towards the inside wall, it still brings out a yellow, but Talladega or here, you figure here it would because how narrow the backstretch is.
Yeah, but we've seen it tonight here too on the backstretch, so that we've had some cautions as well. So, you know, that's a little confusing. It really is. However, we're already. Well, I don't think anybody came to code. Yeah, we got Robert on pit. Justin Burnham, his pit stop there. Now we've lost. Got 21 drivers left in facility here. Now we've lost 8 drivers, but we still got 21 out of here. Not too bad. Now we take a look here. A little bit of a recap. 11 caution, 50 laps. Got 56 laps to go. 6 lead changes. I think Cameron had to go 5, 6. But anything can still happen. You know, I'm not saying Cameron's gonna win it, but still, nevertheless, you know, 11 cautions, still not bad for us. It is short track rate.
You know, these type of cautions you figure would be kind of normal. But, I mean, you know, it is short track racing, like you said. But, 11 cautions? Really?
That's still not bad, though.
That's
yeah,
still not
11
bad.
caution. I think
Whoa.
it's probably going to change going into next week. But, on out of turn number 2 here, so go ahead.
All right, lights are off on the pace car this time. 67 choosing the inside line. That seems to be his favorite line. And 30 on the outside line, which also seems to be his favorite line. 73 behind them, and 61 in row 2, 42 in the 32, and row 3 and beyond back. Here we go. 67 gets a good start. Side-by-side racing into turn 2, 73 on the inside, 30 on the outside. 42 almost takes out the 61. Good job by him on not doing that.
Oh,
And
no!
another yellow.
We got a caution.
Who was that?
11 was involved in this. I don't know if it started with him or he was involved. The 11 of a
The
Christopher.
the 32 just got lost. Oh, and he slams right into him. Oh, and the 30 almost got him.
Right, well, let's get up here to the 32 of Darren Clement.
Oh, he just got taken out by the 88. That's all it was.
Yeah, right there it was. The 88 onto the inside. That 88, though, of Cole Gray there. Yeah, definitely. That is not going to be net code there, folks. That is going to be definitely contact between the 88 and the 32. 32 goes around. Let's get back up here on that 32. Darren Clement on the outside, and that is where the 11 gets in. Flipping that 32. And another caution here tonight, and now the cautions are starting to fly, Matt, and this is not what we want. Caution after caution. Yeah, we've had cautions, but we've had a couple of green flag runs here too. So, getting down to the wire, coming to lap 200, I think this is where we're going to have our biggest issue.
Well, especially coming down with 50 laps to go, as it's now lap 200 out of 250. So about 50 laps to go. You know, we had how many cautions in a row? Probably about 3 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row, and just back-to-back cautions. You know, we had that one really long green flag run. I think guys are getting too anxious. They're ready to go. They're ready to get the thing over with. They're ready to get the position. I think we're going to start seeing a lot of bumpers being used, a lot more aggressive moves. And
a lot of door-to-door.
Oh, yeah, a lot of door-to-door. But I think that 67, you know, we've been watching him all night. He's getting restarts like crazy.
Yep.
Had a 10-second lead on that green flag run. But I think he's going to keep doing getting those restarts good, and he's going to win this thing.
Well, I think they can make it here. And now tires will probably, fuel-wise, they're good to go on.
Yes, fuel-wise, they're definitely good to go on fuel. We might see another couple guys top off, coming up at road to be safe, or they might come down and get new tires after maybe a 30-lap run, if we have a 30-lap run. But yes, these guys are definitely good to go on fuel.
Yep.
And I think we're going to see some really good action going on forward.
Well, here is another question I've got for you. Now, we know Cameron, man, he's led 159, well, 160 time by. Try to get to go here. Got one to go there, one Cameron Hearn. You know, Cameron, yeah, he's looking to go back to back, and he knows he knows this track. We've already seen it. What does Cameron have to do to keep the 73, the 30, 61, 42 all behind him? I mean, just, you know, even without a caution, what does he got to do?
Keep driving the way he's driving. He's driving like he stole it.
I think he stole it. I think he put some Masco in the engine on the got started. Pace cars off and away. Cameron on the inside. There he goes. What a jump by Cameron Hearn here tonight. We're making away here tonight for the slide job. Season Xfinity. Not season. However, it is the Xfinity Racing Clark there. Car at Richmond here tonight, presented by MaxSpeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, and Matt Hummel. And oh, we got 3061 going at it back there. Oh,
it's getting hairy. It is getting hairy.
I would say it's getting a little bit extreme here tonight. Kyle Knapp for the fourth, trying to get back up there into the top 5.
Oh, more contact between the 13 and the 14 back there. But never mind about that. We're focused on these two guys racing up front.
Yes, they are. 42 and the 61. Kyle Knapp, Corey Cook. Looks like Corey is going to be able to have it there. The 54 of Davey Hendricks is right behind them. The 88 of Cole Gray right behind them. And you got to watch it, though, because Bryson Clark, I mean, he's not giving up on that 67. He is hoping that 67 makes a mistake. There is a little bit of gap there at about 5/10 of a second. So back here to Justin, Corey, Kyle Knapp, Davey Hendricks. He's got that battle here. There goes the Corey Cook. Passing going on door to door. I don't think right now anybody is giving anybody any room.
Nobody is giving anybody room. Like you said, we're coming to 40 laps to go. Look at that. The 42 is giving the bumper to 54, and he's going to try to do it again. You know what? 42's in the wall. 88's in the wall.
All right. 42, 88, door to door. Kyle Knapp. Cole Gray. Kyle is going to have it there at the stripe, down into 1. Looks like the 88 going to back off there, but I would not put anything past Cole Gray. Got to battle up ahead of them. Corey Cook and Davey Hendricks. Davey Hendricks going to take that 4th spot away from Corey Cook.
Yes, most definitely. That 54 is fast. That 61 is fast. That 42, he just hit the wall, and look at him. He's already come up to 61. Falling back a little bit. Getting ready to have a nice battle with that 17. Man, I'm telling you what, I don't know if that 73 can catch that 67. That 67 is gone. Beautiful field out there tonight. Look at them all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, somebody get in there. I
think it was whoever's behind.
42. That would be Kyle Knapp. Got like 212 here of 250, 13. This time by, but man, Cameron Hart, he's definitely laps. You can't beat 170 and 171. Right, so he's gonna lead the most laps.
Most definitely, he's probably gonna go back to back for sure.
Oh, he could.
Where'd you say they were at next week?
I never said, but we are at Do It for Dale 199. We are at one of my favorites. I'm a big fan of super speedways, and we are at Talladega for round 3.
Oh man, good old Talladega.
Yes, we are Talladega. Can't wait for it. Side by side, and now 3 wide there is kind of normal. That is Talladega. If we see 4 wide, 5 wide, then that's when I'm gonna get nervous.
You should get nervous with 3 wide. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dega? No, it's
Yeah.
so wide at Dega. I don't get I mean, there's 3 lanes.
You know what? Regardless, if it's if you're going 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide, you know, even 7 wide, you know what? Who knows what happens? You know, it's
7
Talladega.
wide,
Anything can happen.
If we get 7 wide here tonight at Richmond, you know, I'm done. I'll retire.
But you know what? You should always be scared of Talladega.
I'm
always
scared of Talladega
Listen,
because, you know, anything can happen at Dega. Everybody's bumper to bumper, you know, they're wide, you know, anything can happen. You know, it's crapshoot. It's a crapshoot race. Anybody. Heck, my dog could win Talladega. You know.
I think definitely the super speedways are my favorite tracks to run on, because you can do so much there. All you have to do is just hang out and go.
Are you talking about running it, you know, driving, or pulling?
Both. Both.
I love it. I just. Yeah, and netcode can happen. Jonathan Canfield still out there in chat. I believe Jonathan is still in here in the as well. So yeah, you know, netcode definitely can happen at Talladega for sure, because everybody's sitting together. And right now, everybody kind of a little bit spread out here at the present time. But watching Justin Gann, Davies, third, fourth, technically for podium.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You can't really fight for first or second because those guys are gone. Why not fight for the top 3?
Oh, yeah,
You know,
why not?
that 54, he's knocking on that 30's door. He's been there a couple of times, but the 30's pulled away. This is the battle I've been watching the entire time. I haven't been watching, you know, the top 2 at all because they're separated. So
Yeah,
I've been watching these 2 the entire time. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You know, it's always good to see guys fight for the top 5 or even top 3. But I think that 54, he's gonna get a good run. He's gonna get up on that rear bumper of the 30, and I think those 2 are gonna be racing really hard.
Well, I wasn't here for last week. Unfortunately, had some connectivity that was out of my control, but I will. Justin Gann did grab the last week for the opener at Las Vegas. Their third here, Cameron Hurd. Justin Gann finished in that 9th spot last week. You know, going from 9th to 5th, he can finish in, you know, the top 3. And I know he is shooting in. But if he can finish on podium, you know, that'd be definitely a good comeback finish for that number 3.
Exactly, like you said, you know, he had the pole last week at Vegas. He's sitting here in 3rd now at Richmond. I don't know what his starter position was for this race, but you know, he's only been to pit road twice tonight.
He started in 11th.
Started in 11th. All right. You know what? He started. Look.
Outside of the top 10. Yep.
I'm looking here at my timing screen. You know, there's only 2 guys. Well, let me look at this. 3 guys that have pitted more than twice tonight. Everybody else in the top 10 has pitted twice, unless my thing's a little messed up. I don't know.
Right,
it might be a little messed up.
Cameron Hearn has pitted. Rossi Clark, Justin Gann, 3.
Yep. That's because I had that iRace issue.
All right, well, Kyle, yeah, well, if you have to reset iRacing, you have to reset ATV. Count up there, running in 5th, started pitted 5 times, 4th, 6th has pitted 3 times, as well as Cole Gray there 3 times. Now, William Martin has pitted 8 times, and take a look at back here with the team. They're doing a little bit of battling. That's going to be for that 8th, 9th spot with Frank Bell and William Martin here tonight. So, got a battle back here. Might even have a, actually, lap call. Not bad. That would have Casey Hatch. 28, sorry, my bad. Caution Mitchell. Got some action going on back here, but some lap drivers. I mean, we gotta watch this too.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch
Yeah,
the fell across the tire track.
14:32. Oh, buddy.
What on earth is going on back there? Wow.
14, 8, like 9. I'm gonna have a talk. Here comes the 4. That's gonna be DiMaggio, 19 laps down. So still starting in 21st. Pull up a couple of spots. Probably not the race he wanted either. Got Justin Burnham up here. 18 started 19. Laps down, but I think everybody right now pretty much spread out here. You get still Hatch in that 96 Harris. Gotta get around him. That is for that position. Lap cars. You still gotta get around Tommy Haynes, the Tommy up here on lap down.
Holy cow, we're under 20 laps to go.
Yes, so we are. And next time by, this time by, it's gonna be 18 to go here tonight.
Man, that 67, he has put a gap on that 73. I don't think that's 7. You know what? If I were that 73, I'd be praying for a yellow. I would be praying. That, and of course, 67, he's like, he'll be like, no, don't pray for a yellow. Don't pray for a yellow. But I think, you know what? With everything going on, I think that 67 is going to go ahead and bring it home.
So, yeah, and, you know, I've got to stick with that 67 as well in here. Have been out here at about 7 laps. They can make it on fuel. I think tires biggest down under near under next down by. We've got only 10 drivers on the lead lap. Aaron Clement, our last driver on the lead lap here tonight. Now we've got 10 watching. We have 8 likes. I know we have had more than that. So I do appreciate everybody for tonight. Thank you all so much for MaxSpeedTV. And of course, if you're new here to MaxSpeed, make sure my button and don't forget to share it on any social media, Facebook, Snapchat, MySpace, LinkedIn, whatever the case may be. Thank you all, and man, get it out there. Like and subscribe. Do it. Thank you all. 9 likes here tonight. I do believe we can hit 15 with y'all support. I know short track racing, we have had some caution, but it is short track racing. You know, with the cautions had, it is what it is. Thank you all again. And again, thank you, Matt, for joining us up here in the booth.
More like joining the team. But you're more than welcome. You know, I've enjoyed the night. This has been a fun race. And, oh, that 14, he sold up a lot less than 67 by. Yeah, he slowed up a lot just to check up a little bit. But overall, you know what? I've had a great night tonight broadcasting with you. I look forward to broadcasting more races with the MaxSpeedTV team.
Yeah, well, Matt Hummel here. Glad to have you, bud. Thank you.
Definitely a lot of fun.
Well, it's kind of a little bit different up here. To having you, MaxSpeedTV, I will coming, ready to talk. Glad to have you over here at MaxSpeedTV. And I will be sure to get you up here. Oh, Cameron just out there. Man, I don't know what's going on. Got 9 to go here tonight, so man, I'm having a slinky. I don't know if it's iRacing or what.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues yet.
I guess gotta be me.
Well, Cameron's over here catching some lap cars. He's catching the 32 now.
Yes, he is. Yep,
And he's
Darren's
just
on it.
pulling away.
Yeah, Darren's
Oh, he's
on
on that rear bumper.
Oh,
no!
door. Oh!
He turned down
32
Oh,
going.
man!
Whoa!
Oh, my goodness. That is a... Wow. That changes everything. Oh, my goodness.
What happened? All right. Yeah, well, we caught that live here on MaxSpeed TV, but I've got to check here if there was some net coating there. I did see that 32 jump. 32 got a little loose. Right there, down into 1 here. Yep, there. Cameron Hurt. 7 out of 2. Looks like the 32. Yeah, right there.
Man.
Bump there. Sure. That 6-7. Meant to do that, or well, I'm out there. Oh, yeah, right there it was. Right there, down in. They are. Or yeah, literally door to door here. They are right there. I mean, yeah, there's a gap there. Looking at the chase view, kind of turning the camera. Oh, a little bit of a touch there between Cameron Hearn and 32. And then right there it was. That jump. Oh, there could have been some contact, but man, that, you know, you see the jump there. That's net code. The jump is net code. But they were battling it out there for sure.
You know what? If I were Cameron, you know what? I would not be surprised.
Oh.
I would not be surprised at all if he just came up and turned them.
Oh, the 96.
That's my point of view. That's my point of view. You know, I'm not saying he did, but if there's no reason why that lap car should be racing like that.
96 right there too, getting that action. Here we go. Hang tight, folks. We'll see if this is gonna bring out a GWC or not. So hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are back here tonight. Now, this is going to be a green-white checker. However, this does not count with the 3 they have. So, this is going to be under regulation. We have 3 to go as we next time by 2 to go, the next time by white flag. Now, gotta hit the white flag. If the leader, whoever it is, thanks the white flag before the caution, whatever happens after that happens. If a caution comes out before then, Well, guess what? Stack them up, stack them up, do it all over again. Here we go. And Justin is on the loud pedal, and here's the green here tonight. 2 to go.
Oh man, look at that run on the outside by the 67. Side by side off of turn 2. Sideways goes to 42. No yellow, and the yellow is out, and we're gonna have our officially first green-white checker attempt. And oh man.
Yes, we are getting back here to the MaxSpeedTV replay here tonight.
He just got loose underneath the 61. That's all it was.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get Jonathan Canfield up here real quick. Now, we're taking a look at this caution here, Jonathan. Now, you kind of predicted that as I see it in chat here this evening, but kind of take a look at it here. Looks like the 42 going to the inside of that 61. Looks like maybe the 42 just lost it there, you know, trying to get it back down, but just lost it. Now we're officially under the GWC. So, you know, talk about it here tonight, bud, and man, I don't know what's going to happen here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's been crazy. I can't even lie. Watching it, I've been on the edge of my seat this whole time watching it. And, I mean, it sucks for me with it. My teammates being out there, they're not having great runs. You looked at Steve Harris and Chris Bessinger a couple times. I wish they were having better runs, but it's been fun to see what Cameron Hearn can do when he's out front in clean air. But as I brought up earlier, I think I brought it up in chat, when you put Cameron in dirty air, I don't know how fast he really is, because that dirty air does affect that car a lot more than you think.
Well,
but
that
incident that he just had, that was big game changer in the race. And like you guys said, no reason a lap car should be racing the leader like that.
Well, I didn't say it, but Matt did. But, you know.
It was definitely uncalled for.
Yeah. You know, coming out of the wire like that, yeah, I would totally agree with that, you know, kind of finish it out. Let's get done with it. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. We have the caution. Now we're under the first of, that's all they get here, Jonathan. So, you know, going back to that, you know, what's Cameron got to do? You got Cameron, Justin, Bryson, Davey, and Corey rounding out the top 5. So what does Cameron really have to do at this point?
I think he just needs to stick what he's been doing the whole race, get up on the wheel and get that clean air, and he'll be gone.
All right, well, Matt, I mean, I think we both picked Cameron here to go back-to-back, so what do you think, Cameron?
He's got to defend. That 30, he's going to be on his rear end, but I don't think he doesn't have to really do anything. But because the 30, you seen what happened on the restart there. That 67 came up quick. He came up quick over in turn 1 and took that lead right before the yellow came out. So I think, you know, Cameron, he doesn't have to worry about too much. The only thing he has to worry about is turn 1 on the restart, because that 30 could be there, and all he has to do is just give him the bumper and then take him right out. But I don't think he'll have to worry about that.
Well, here's the thing, you know, taking somebody out is, you know, these drivers, yeah, we've had, got to hear caution, 64 laps. Yeah, 14 is getting rather up there for short track, but, you know, it is short track racing. So, you know, do we see another GWC as they are side-by-side ready to go back green, or do we finish it this time?
Is this a trick question?
Yes.
Yes. I think if a yellow were to come out, I think we'd have one more in one.
Oh yeah. Have one.
So off of turn 4, here we go. Pace car inside pit road. Look at the 67, get a good start there. Green flag back out, and right here, wreck it behind.
Not saying anything as of yet.
Oh, there's another
they are!
on the back
Yes, they
straightaway.
are! The 13!
That's a big pile up. Oh, more cars almost involved.
Oh! Oh, golly, I can't
Oh,
figure,
man.
can't figure out who that was. 13?
The 13, yeah. 13 got turned by the 73. And the 42 was involved. And the 24 was involved. 4 cars right there. And, oh, man, that 81 almost got involved, too.
All right, well, let's check it out here on the MaxSpeedTV replay. Jonathan Canfield still is up here with us. So I think, Jonathan, you're going to have to finish it out here. Oh, no, the 13. Yeah, 13 got loose first. And, yeah, the 73 kind of got turned him there. And, oh.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Alright, well, that's gonna be our, 2 of 3 here. Right? See here this evening, Cameron Hearn's just kind of waiting.
Alrighty, guys, we're here under yellow here at Richmond International Raceway, or just Richmond Raceway. I got Jonathan up here in the booth with me, and you know, Jonathan, we just seen the 13 get wrecked by the 73. He got loose, but the 73 finished him off. You know, what can you expect more coming off of turn 2?
It's just quarters racing right now. They're trying to get these last laps in. It's going to be a lot of take, no give to the end here. And I think if somebody gets loose like that, you know, you're not going to lift right away to try and miss them. You're going to try and just drive through it and see if you can make it through to the other side. But I would like to see a little more give and take towards the end, but I know it's not going to happen. It's a short track.
Oh, yes, most definitely. It is definitely not going to happen, as I believe we're going to be coming to 1 to go this time. Did the pace car lights go off? Not this time. So we're going to be going into our second green, white checkered. So, you know, well, technically our third, because the first one didn't officially count. But, you know, what do you do if you're Cameron? You know, you're sitting here out in the lead. You got all this wreckings happen. You know, kind of give me an idea, like, from your position, like, you know, what you would be thinking. Are you getting aggravated, or you're still being patient? You know, kind of give me an idea.
Well, if you're Cameron, I know he's getting aggravated by all the cautions. He just wants this thing to be over. But at the end of the day, if you're in Cameron's position where you've had a race like this, that, I mean, basically he's been the fastest car on track all day, dirty air, clean air, whatever. And he has shown that he has speed. He just needs to keep hitting his marks, and he needs to keep driving away from these guys to get a win here.
Yes, and most definitely. We are coming to 1 degree now. And, oh boy, Josh, it is about to get wild again.
Oh, yes, it is. It's kind of about to get here tonight out of turn number 2. Well, Jonathan, I would love to turn it over to you to get us going, but you're a little bit behind. So let me go ahead and get us going here tonight. Out down into turn number 3 here. Pace car will dive off. Cameron Hearn. See what he does. Pace car is off and away on the loud pedal. The 54 green flag is back out here tonight. All right, the second GWC underway.
Clean coming off of turn 2.
Man.
Oh man, that 67. He's driving that steering wing. 1 to go this time.
Flag in the air. 1 to go. No caution. Here we go, folks. What is gonna happen behind Cameron Hearn?
Well, I wouldn't be worried about what's happening. I wouldn't be worrying about what's happening behind Cameron. As Cameron is coming into 3 and 4.
Yes, he is. Cameron out of 4. He's got it. Back to back. Round 1, round 2. Wins it here tonight. Davey Hendricks second. And Justin Panther in 3rd.
That's what I'm seeing.
that what you got?
That's all I have.
All right, Corey Cook and fourth, Tommy Haynes. Rounding out the top 5 here by Cameron Hearn. Going back to back here for slide jobs. And hey, I got my correct pick here tonight. So I feel good.
Man,
It
what
was
a
a
race.
smart pick.
Oh, yes, I'm sure it was. Alrighty, folks. Well, as he burns it up here tonight, we're going to go ahead and step away here and grab the top 3 up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We're going to start here with Justin Gann here tonight. Justin, man, in that 30 machine, man, talk about it. Yeah, we had some cautions, but, man, I got to say, the racing here tonight, yeah, we brung out some cautions, but it was short track racing. So, talk about it.
Oh yeah, you expect the caution count to be a little higher here at a shorter track, and then to top it off, this is our second race of the season, so a bunch of guys driving around each other that haven't been around each other before. So this is my first time in the league, but overall, I think it was a great experience. Everybody running up front seemed to be pretty respectful and kept out of trouble for the most part here in the top 5. So I definitely can't complain there. Unfortunately, I just didn't have what it takes to beat Cameron, and Davey snuck in there. And that last run there, the only way I was going to get in front was take 2 tires, and it got me there, but unfortunately I couldn't hold it, and still brought home a top 3 though.
Well, we do it for Dale. That one, I love Super. We go to Talladega for round 3. How do you feel about it?
Uh, so super speedways, I'm not a fan of. You got that 50-50% chance that you're going to survive it or not. So I'm just going to come in there, try to play it safe, and work with some teammates and see if we can bring home, another podium finish at least. But like I said, it's 50-50 going into those super speedways. So we'll see how it turns out.
All right, bud. Awesome job here tonight. Started in 11th. Finishing podium in 3rd. Man, awesome job. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to East Coast Motorsports. Working with them has been a pretty good experience. The sponsor on the Ford tonight, Ayers iRacing Paints. Definitely check him out if you're looking for a paint scheme. Got to thank my wife and everybody over here at Slide Jobs, man. It seems to be a pretty good league. And then thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. I look forward to watching it.
All right, well, I guess we next week at Dega.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you next week. Thank you. All right, well, that is going to bring us here to our second here tonight. Davey Hendricks, and I believe Matt has caught up with him on pit road. Go ahead.
And yes, I have Davey Hendricks here finishing second tonight after starting 3rd. And
I want
Davey,
Starburst.
Say what? Oh yeah, with Starburst. Yes, Starburst. Yeah, I hope you have some. Tell us about your race, man. You started in 3rd. You finished second tonight after a great run against the 30. Kind of tell us, how your car felt tonight, and just basically your race in general.
Yeah, the car honestly didn't feel too terrible. I mean, it was loose, but once night came, the car actually tightened up a lot more than I thought it was going to. That second, we had one really long green flag run in the middle of the race, and I didn't take tires in the caution before. So when I pit finally, I had been on the tires like 120 laps or something like that. I actually still had a set sitting in pit lane when the race finished, but sadly, the cautions didn't fall my way for me to, get a big advantage. But once I got those tires changed and we, had a couple more green flag laps, working my way through the field was tough. There's a lot of fast people. I mean, no one's going to keep up with friggin' Cameron for some reason. But the rest of us, me, Gan, Corey, Bryson, we all had good close racing. It was a blast to do.
And yes, indeed, you guys did, and it was sure a great show from up here in the booth. Going to Talladega next week, what are your thoughts? Because you definitely go from intermediate to short track, and now you're going to the biggest track on the schedule, unless it's Iris and Super Speedway. I don't know the schedule, but we're going to say this is the biggest track that you're going to. 3 wide racing next week. What are your thoughts going into it, coming from a short track to the big dog track?
I can't stand super speedway racing. Like I'm not a good short track racer. I never feel like I'm fast on these tracks. But super speedway racing is just terrible to do. It is the one place that I go to that I feel like I'm never in control of my own destiny. It's always going to be some other mistakes, 10 cars ahead of me. Even if I, ride around in the back, that's going to ruin the race. We don't have fast repairs. Here I can get caught in a wreck and still have speed, but if I go to Talladega and someone messes up, my race is done. So, I'll do my best to not die, but honestly, I'm not looking forward to it. It is not a fun track.
Well, I definitely will probably enjoy watching you next week. That's if Josh lets me back up in the booth again. But
I think it's going to be a possibility. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? It was fun watching you tonight. Starting 3rd, finishing 2nd, and 120 laps on old tires. Wow, that's impressive, in my opinion. I can never do that myself. You got anything? You got anything else to say? Anybody you'd like to thank for what you've done tonight?
I gotta thank Cameron. We've been teammates for a good bit now, and I'll never be as fast as him, but he helps me try and pick up some speed. William and all the admins for putting this on. You guys up in the booth, everyone watching, all the drivers that showed up tonight. I think that's it.
Alrighty then. Well, Josh, I'm gonna go ahead and send it to you since I believe you have the winner for tonight's race.
Yes, I do, Davey. Awesome job for second, but we'll see you next week at Dega, bud.
Yep, appreciate it.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our winner here tonight. Back to back for round one, round two for the Xfinity Series for slide jobs. Cameron Hearn here tonight. And, man, I've known you for a long time. And I know how you did it, but the fans don't. So let's hear it.
I don't know. I was just really fast all night, and the car really didn't fall off a lot compared to I felt like everybody else. And then at the end, I had to make it exciting with some lap traffic. And yeah, I just overall it was a good race. Me and Darren got into each other, and he got real loose on the front stretch, and I kind of gave him turn one and two, and then he kind of ran me odd. I wouldn't expect a lap down car to run me like that on entry turn three, and then made some contact, and then some net code finished off. But sometimes net code's your friend, sometimes it's your enemy. But tonight, I'm glad to have it on my side.
Well, did you throw some Tabasco sauce into those drivers out there? I'm just curious.
I don't know if there's any Tabasco or maybe some salt. So I think I think Darren might have a little salt, but other than that, it was a good run. And shout out to Davey, he finished the second. He had a weird pit strategy, stayed on the old tires. And Justin Gann, I think he took two tires. And he drove a lot faster than I thought anybody could do with two tires. So give a shout out to those guys. But overall, really good race.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of fast guys, and glad to come in with the win. I got a little nervous at the end, but luckily things kind of worked out.
Well, we go to a crapshoot of a race next week. It is Talladega. It's super. Round three. What do you think about it, man? I mean,
Well,
go ahead.
it's Talladega. I got some friends. I don't think some people will draft with me, so we'll see how it goes. But obviously, just avoiding the big one. And I also want to give a shout out to Bryson Clark. I think he qualified second, and he ran up front all race, and he was actually really
Yes.
fast on some fresh tires. I think he kind of got caught up in some stuff at the end, didn't have the result to show for it, but he was a real fast short car, or short run speed, and so give a shout to him for being fast.
Well, any round thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
Yeah, man, it's been a while since I've done one of your races. Thank you
Yeah.
and Max Speed TV, all the guys. We had a good crowd tonight. I think we had like 30 or 31 cars show up tonight. Just give a short track race and a lot of caution and stuff, but we had some good green flag runs. So I'm just looking forward to getting through Talladega. Talladega is kind of the what I'm worried about.
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah, it is. It just, to be able to contend for a win with the last lap is all you're really shooting for. Give a shout to my mom and dad, my wife Ashley, Hayden, my son will probably watch this tomorrow morning when he wakes up. So hey Hayden, what's up, man? So we'll this is pretty cool. And this yeah, man, this is fun race with these guys. Like even people like we had some trouble with Darren and stuff, but it's just hard racing. Some guys race you hard and stuff like that. So end of the thing, just short track race, and then people can race you how you want. So it's just one of those things, and just hope we can move on and put this behind us.
All right, bud. Awesome job here tonight. So we got Talladega, man. Awesome job, Tabasco 6-7, driving back to back. We'll see you next week, bud.
I appreciate it. Woo-woo.
Yep. Woohoo! Well, all right. Well, that's going to do it here for the top three here tonight. So let's get down here to the unofficial, not been updated
Oh.
Cameron Hearn grabbing the win here tonight. Davey Hendricks there in second. Just again there in third. Corey Cook in fourth. Tommy Haynes in fifth. Kyle Knapp in sixth. Liam Martin there grabbing the top 10 in seventh. Cole Gray as well in eighth. Bryson Clark in ninth. And Frank Bell coming back there in 10th. Finish this out here tonight, Matt.
Alrighty then. Well, I had an issue with my overlay, so let me go ahead and get this thing restarted. Finishing 11th tonight is Casey Hatch in the 14. Finishing 12th is the 96 is Steve Harris. 13th is Josh Mitchell. 14th is Chris Bassinger. 15th is Robert Lukens. 16th is Ben Lacey. 17th is Justin Burnham. 18th is Daryl Clement. 19th is Frank DeBaggio. And 20th is Nick Hunt. 21st is Paul Turner. 22nd is Anthony Marshall. 23rd is Cal Storm. Ben McMicking is finishing 23rd. John Wimbish, 25th. Brian Abbott. And what car number are we saying? 82 or 150? He's finishing 26th tonight. Finishing 27th is Thomas Fensler. 28th is Chris Dean. 29th is James Haney. Kevin Bullock is in 30th, and the last man to finish, 31st, is Keith Haney.
All right, but our winner here tonight is going to be Cameron Hearn. Of course, a big shout out here to Matt Pommel joining us here. Not only, in the booth with Matt for Max Speed, but being part of the team here for Max Speed. Big shout out to Matt for that, and of course, Jonathan Canfield joining us up here, in the military and taking his time seeing, what's going on there. So, Matt, starting with you, a big shout out to you. Thank you, bud, for joining us here on MaxSpeedTV, bud. Awesome job.
I tried my best too.
Well,
I came out here tonight, just, trying to bring the hype up to the broadcast, and I think I did that very well.
Yes.
This race was definitely entertaining tonight, and I can't wait to do more broadcasts with MaxSpeedTV. I know I got a couple bookings here within the next month or two that I'll be starting up, so looking forward to it. Josh, you did an awesome job tonight. Jonathan, thank you for coming. Even though you're on active right now, thank you for coming up in the booth and helping out. And of course, I got to thank everybody who put on this race tonight. Good job tonight. What a great race.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Back to Jonathan Canfield coming up active duty here. Jonathan, of course, thank you again so much for doing what you're doing in the military and, spending your time, even though it's, kind of behind, you still come up here and still said your things. So I gotta say, awesome job, bud.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And just before we get off the air here, I got to give at least two quick shout outs. We only had two of my teammates running in that race tonight, and one in particular I got to give is Steve Harris. I seen the struggles he had that race. To still hear that he brought it home P11, that makes me happy after the struggle he had last week. And also one more thing to Justin Gann, the third place finisher. Going from last week, hitting Corey going into the pit lane, and then this week bringing home third. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. And I love hanging out up here with you guys. Hopefully we can do it a little more often.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. We'll have to see it, but you're a driver. I'm a broadcaster. Totally different. We'll see what happens, but that's going to do it here for Slide Jobs Round 2 of the Xfinity Series. And again, congratulations goes to Cameron Hearn grabbing the win here tonight. Until next week, folks, stay safe. Thank you all. Until Talladega, have a good night.